firm in the center of the hurricane. The eye of the hurricane is the only safe place, and the eye of the hurricane is your own consciousness connected with the mother. The system will try to seduce you with promises of security in exchange for your soul. They will offer digital comforts, guaranteed incomes, synthetic pleasures. All of this is colored glass offered in exchange for diamonds. Do not negotiate. The return of Sophia demands total integrity. The external chaos is just the scenery being dismantled. Do not cling to the debris. Let fall what must fall. What is real cannot be threatened, and what is unreal does not exist. Their panic is your certainty. Their disorder is the prelude to the new order, not the new world order they plan, but the original cosmic order they fear. Have you ever stopped to think that the extreme fatigue you feel, the one that no amount of sleep resolves, might not be medical, but alchemical? The return of Sophia is not just a philosophical concept floating in the ether. It is a brutal and tangible biological event. Gnosis does not reject the body. It understands the body as the laboratory where the great work happens. And now, at this exact moment in history, our bodies are being bombarded by frequencies for which we were not trained. The return of wisdom demands hardware capable of running this advanced software. What is happening is a rewrite of the human genetic code in real time, and it hurts. The physical body, made of dense matter, Heil, resists the high-voltage infusion of spirit, pneuma. This friction generates symptoms that modern medicine catalogs as autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia, chronic anxiety, and sleep disorders, but which the ancients would call purifying fire. But Sophia is demanding her house back. Your body is the microcosm of the universe, and just as the earth is shaking and heating up, your body is doing the same. The central nervous system is the electrical wiring of this temple. To withstand the load of truth that is arriving, this wiring needs to be replaced. This manifests as ringing in the ears, inexplicable internal vibrations, sudden awakenings at 3 in the morning, and a radical intolerance to processed foods and toxins. It is as if your body were rejecting everything that is artificial. You try to eat what you ate 10 years ago and you get sick. You try to drink alcohol and the hangover is disproportionate. This is the biological intelligence of Sophia, expelling the poisons that prevent clarity. Density cannot coexist with the light that is entering. The body is being forced to become more crystalline, less carbon, and more silicon, metaphorically speaking, to be a better conductor of consciousness. The Hermetic texts say, "As above, so below." If Sophia is moving in the higher planes, our cells are moving down here. Human DNA, which science arrogantly calls junk DNA in its greater part, is actually a zipped file, waiting for the unzip password. The return of Sophia, is the password. These inactive strands of DNA contain the memory of our origin, telepathic capacities, direct intuition, and the capacity for self-healing. The activation of this is not a gentle process. It is violent to the old structure. You may feel joint pains, head pressure, vision changes. Do not run to silence these symptoms with pills without first asking your body what it is trying to transmute. Allopathic medicine treats the body as a broken machine. The Gnostic view sees the body as a breaking cocoon. There is a deep mystery here. The redemption of Sophia passes through the redemption of matter. She fell into matter, and it is through matter that she ascends, taking us with her. We are the vehicles of this ascension. Every time you, consciously, endure a wave of emotional or physical pain without despairing, but breathing through it and integrating it, you are helping Sophia to rise. Your endocrine system is being recalibrated. The pineal and pituitary glands are being bombarded to secrete the substances necessary for inner vision. That is why reality seems, at times, dreamlike or plastic. The chemical veils that kept the brain locked in three-dimensional perception are being dissolved. You are starting to see with your whole body, not just with your eyes. Intuition is no longer a hunch. It becomes visceral knowledge, felt in the guts. The danger here is resistance. The more you resist these changes, the more you suffer. Rigidity breaks. Flexibility allows transformation. The practical advice for this time of return is, listen to your biology with reverence. If the body asks for rest, stop. If it asks for silence, turn off the radio. If it asks for fasting, do not eat. The body knows what it needs to do to adjust to Sophia's new frequency. We are becoming, literally, a new species, not the cybernetic transhumans that the elite wishes to create, merging man and machine, but the original anthropos restored, the divine human capable of containing the fullness of the pleroma in a jar of flesh. That is the final promise, that death will be swallowed up by life. But until then, the birthing process is messy, painful, and exhausting. Do not give up on your vehicle. It is being prepared for a trip that your rational mind cannot even conceive. Take care of the temple, for the goddess is returning to inhabit it. The return of Sophia carries with it an irrevocable death sentence for all hierarchical structures of spiritual control. During the age of Pisces, the age of darkness and forgetfulness, we needed intermediaries. We needed the priest, the pastor, the rabbi, the guru, the shaman. We needed someone to tell us what God wanted, to interpret the holy book, to forgive our sins. That is over. The return of Sophia is the restoration of direct access. Wisdom does not need translators. She speaks the language of the heart, and that language is universal. The collapse of organized religions we see today, the sexual scandals, the financial corruption, the emptying of temples, is not just an institutional crisis. It is an eschatological event. It is the veil of the temple tearing again, but this time, definitively and globally. Religions, for the most part, were hijacked by the archons to serve as energy farms. They took the truth, distorted it, and sold it back to us in installments, charging obedience and fear as interest. They taught us to look for God in the sky, far away, outside, on a throne, judgmental and masculine. Sophia, the feminine and immanent facet of the divine, was erased, demonized, turned into a prostitute, or forgotten. Her return exposes the fraud. When the mother comes home, the abusive nannies lose authority. You no longer need a man in a robe to tell you if you are worthy. Worthiness is intrinsic to your existence, as a divine spark. The church is now your inner chamber. The altar is your heart. The sacrifice is your ego. This is terrifying for many. Freedom is frightening for those born slaves. Without the dogma, without the written rule, without the leader to follow, you are forced to take total responsibility for your spiritual evolution. There is no one left to blame. If you err, it is you. If you succeed, it is you. Gnosis is the path of radical spiritual maturity. Religions infantilize. Sophia matures. She treats us as cosmic adults. That is why we see a mass exodus from institutions. People have not stopped having a thirst for God. They just realized that the water the church serves is poisoned, or at the very least, stale. They are going straight to the source. And the source is bubbling inside them. The concept of original sin is being replaced by the concept of original error or ignorance. We are not sinners in the hands of an angry God. We are ignorant in the hands of a pedagogical universe. Sophia does not punish. She teaches. Sometimes the lesson is hard, but the goal is always correction, not condemnation. This paradigm shift destroys the clergy's power base. If I have no fear of hell, you cannot control me. If I know I am divine by nature, you cannot sell me salvation. The return of Sophia democratizes the divine. It makes the sacred accessible to anyone who has the courage to look inside. Sacred texts cease to be rule manuals and return to being what they always should have been. Navigation maps for the psyche. Living myths that explain our journey. Prepare to see the fall of great spiritual idols. Those who built empires based on charisma and manipulation will be exposed. Sophia's light is ruthless with hypocrisy. Not one stone will be left upon another of the cathedrals built on fear. But do not weep for the ruins. What is falling was a prison, even if it had beautiful stained glass. What is emerging is an invisible community, the spiritual ecclesia, formed not by members inscribed in a book, but by souls that resonate on the same frequency of freedom and love. You will find your brothers and sisters not by the badge they wear, but by the shine in their eyes and the refusal to bow before the lie. The true religion, the relinking with the source, is happening right now, in the silence of your room, in your meditation, in your honest doubt. The intermediary is dead. Long live